So this year at the DTAs, I think what we're looking forward to the most is now that issues like programmatic have gone beyond 50–60% of the market, we need to see people really driving creativity, doing things that are different, doing things that are really engaging, and really understanding how it actually fits with regards to the consumer journey and the whole planning process.
So some of the key issues I'm looking to see addressed in the awards are looking at things like audience targeting, thinking about how campaigns can be delivered in a cross-device world where consumers are moving seamlessly across devices. I'm definitely looking for innovation, so looking for companies and for brands and for agencies that are really moving the needle on using programmatic to deliver real business outcomes. I'm looking for companies and brands to close the loop. So how can we close the loop between online and offline, for example? And the other thing I think is thinking about the advent of programmatic, so technology, data and creativity. How can those things come together and work seamlessly for the benefit of clients?
Some of the key issues I'm looking to see addressed are really, I'm looking for innovation. I'm looking for things that are different. The tools, the tech stacks are very impressive, and every agency, every client is being trained up and developed in them. And you really want to see how people are pushing the envelope, working cross-platform, that's the toughest thing right now, is working cross-platform, bringing in desktop, but also integrating with offline media and mobile. So really cross-platform solutions, I think, is what's really interesting, and frankly, the really difficult things to do right now. Yeah.
Well, so far it's been a great process. I've really enjoyed it. I've not actually done judging for the DTAs before, so certainly seeing how far some of the companies are really pushing the envelope and the quality of some of the entries has been outstanding.
So I'm most looking forward from judging the awards to see real innovation and creativity. Having judged the awards previously, I've seen a lot more entries this year, which is great. So that's showing that the awards are growing and that people are supporting the awards. But I'm really looking forward to seeing innovation, creativity, and companies and brands solving real business problems.
What am I most looking forward to? I think it's a heated debate. I think it's a very interesting thing when you judge. You read them, you think it's obvious which one's the best, and then someone comes with a completely different point of view, and it can really blindside you. Sometimes you think they're wrong, and sometimes you think, oh my God, I hadn't thought of it like that. So I think it's very much, some of it's very much in the eye of the reader, of the perceiver. And I think quite often you're drawn to the problems, the challenges you've had, and other people have very different challenges, and we'll see that different entries have come with completely different types of solutions. So I think that's it, just a really good debate, I think, yeah.
So awards are great because companies need to understand how they can drive recognition for the good work that they're doing. It's a chance for the teams to really understand how they actually benchmark in the market. It's a good chance to see what other people are doing. I know people are not always keen to share innovation because of the risk of being copied, but at the same time, it's very, very important to reward excellent work.
It's really important to have these kinds of awards because we need to recognise the brands, the technology companies, the agencies, the media owners that are really driving innovation in our industry and starting to solve some of the real problems that are perhaps holding the industry back. So things, for example, like cross-device measurement, that's going to be a critical enabler going forward.
I think it's very important to have these type of awards to highlight excellence, to highlight really what's going on. I mean, the weird thing from an agency perspective that I have is you don't really know a lot about what other agencies are doing until you see their award entries in the book. You get to see what wins a gold, and otherwise it's all quite behind closed doors. I mean, you see the campaign when it's live, but you don't understand how it's done. So I think just highlighting excellence is what these things are all about.
So over the next 2 years in the industry, for things to really change, we need to see probably two main things. The first one is a genuine understanding of data. It doesn't matter if you're in a brand campaign, search, social, display, mobile, TV, outdoor, it doesn't matter. The important thing is to be able to overlay data and connect those experiences, because the consumer doesn't silo those experiences now, so the marketer shouldn't. And the second thing is the drive towards transparency and control. That plugs very much into the data point I just made, but otherwise people really can't get the leverage and understanding that they really need.
next 2 years in the industry, I'd really like to see agencies and brands address the challenge of cross-device. So that's a real challenge today. We're seeing consumers spending roughly 3 hours a day online, using multiple devices, yet advertising is lagging because we can't prove the value of, for example, mobile advertising. So I think that's something that's going to be incredibly important in the future, creating great consumer experience on mobile and be able to deliver targeted advertising messages that are relevant to the consumer and therefore creating value for the brand and ultimately driving business outcomes.
So what do I want to see happen most? Well, coming from the agency side, complexity is good. We have all these amazing tools making programmatic more and more streamlined, effective, integrating all the platforms. But actually, we make our money by solving complex problems for clients, problems which perhaps they can't solve. So I think it's we want to see more cross-platform opportunities, cross-platform technology. It's still very hard to do that. But we don't want it to be made too easy, because that's how we make our crust. So I think it's more cross-platform solutions. I think we can have a bit more fun with the whole stack when we can integrate more activity across platform.
Well, as I said on the panel, I'm not sure that being normal is what we want to aspire to in this industry. I think that we're doing a lot of really good work. The pace of innovation is really relentless, and that's what makes this industry great. And I hope that we continue with that.